I'm Mrs. Hamrick, and I'm one of the kindergarten teachers here at Dickinson West Elementary. We are going to have such a great year this year. I want my students to lay that foundation for their education. That's what kindergarten is. We work on our letters and sounds and our reading and writing skills, our numbers and problem solving, as well as socialization and learning how to just do school. So a little bit about me first. I love to write and draw, and I'm actually an author and illustrator of 3 children's books, and I am writing my next one right now, actually. I cannot wait till we can get actually back to the building and be together. Until then, online and in the classroom, I love to see my students thrive, and I expect them to soar. We have our little mascot. Here's Eddie, Eddie the Eagle, and he soars. And that means kindergartners will be safe online and at school. They'll be on task, accepting, and respectful. I cannot wait to share this whole school year with you, and neither can Eddie. Bye.
Hi, I'm Mrs. Miller, and I'm one of the kindergarten teachers at Dickinson West. I've been teaching in Hamtramck for 11 years, and kindergarten is definitely my favorite grade to teach. I love all the energy and the enthusiasm that they bring to school each day, and it's also fun and rewarding to see them grow throughout the year, not just physically, but in the things that they're able to do as well. I look forward to getting to know you better throughout the year. And if there's anything that I can do for you that I'm not already doing, please let me know. We're going to have a great year together.
Hi, I'm Miss Lambden. I'm one of the first grade teachers here at Dickinson West, and this is my 4th year teaching. It's also my 4th year at DW, so I've only taught at DW. When I'm not teaching, I like to spend time with my puppy Millie over here. Believe it or not, she's only 8 months old, so she's still growing. We like to spend time outdoors, go camping, go on walks, and when we're not doing that, we like to cuddle up inside and watch movies. Sometimes I also like to go and support my brothers in all their sports. I've got a brother who plays hockey, a brother who plays baseball, and my youngest brother who's in high school plays football and baseball. So I'm busy watching all of them and spending time with my pup. One of the things we're going to really push this year and really focus on is persisting. We're going to push through when things get tough, just like Miss Lambden's doing when she forgets. So we're going to keep going and persist when things get tough. Some other things we're going to learn is how to add and subtract, how to solve word problems, how characters help tell our stories, how to write complete sentences and even paragraphs. We're going to learn about plants and animals, light, and family, communities, and maps, along with so much more. If you haven't already connected on Class Dojo, send me an email at alambdin, that's ALAMBDIN, at hamtramckschools.org. I'll help you get connected so we can get the learning going. I look forward to meeting anyone who hasn't already joined our meetings or has only joined a few. One of the things that I'm going to offer as an incentive or a reward for doing well and participating is personalized mail. I'm going to send mail and maybe even some special prizes to people who earn enough points. If you have any questions, you can either email me or send me a message on Class Dojo. I look forward to seeing you all. Bye-bye.
Hi guys, my name is Miss Scott. I'm a first grade teacher here at DW. Just to give you a little background, I am in my 20th year of teaching. Primarily have done kindergarten and first grade, so it's very fun years for me. I have 2 kids in college, a boy and a girl. as well as I have a dog that you may see if you're in my virtual classrooms. Sometimes he pops his head in. Sometimes he'll bark. He hears us clapping and singing and doing our thing. So his name is Murphy. He's a 6-month-old puppy. So that may happen. Also, just to give you a little bit more information, when I'm not teaching, I love to be on the beach. I love the sand. I love the sun. And my favorite place I've been to is Hawaii, which actually it was years ago, but it had all of those things included. So moving on to talk about this year of virtual teaching, it's definitely different for everyone. My number one thing is I ask that you have your child at all of the Zoom meetings. That is where there is a lot of primary instruction going on. And even though the kids may be doing activities, they also need to be at those Zoom meetings. So just want to clarify how important it is to be at those daily. As far as communicating with parents, I am using Class Dojo, which I have everyone except for one parent involved right now, which we're working on closely. Anyway, use Class Dojo. I will post messages every day, and within Class Dojo on my class story, it will show a schedule of where the kids, what time things are going on, and where they should be. So it's very important to look at the class story, which is in Class Dojo. Within that, we are using Seesaw for first grade. And in Seesaw is where I will post activities for the kids in all of the subjects. Right now, I'm giving an example to all the kids of how to do the assignment and what's to be expected. So there's always an example, and the kids can refer to that when they're doing their assignments. You are also able to give me messages at any time through Class Dojo is probably the quickest way. It's an instant message that I will get and I will respond to you. Now, my office hours are basically from 1:30 to 3, but I can also reach you possibly after hours if it's something of importance. So that's all I have from Ms. Scott from first grade, and I look forward to a fabulous year with your children. Thank you.
Hello, Dickinson West parents and students. My name is Eileen Seawood, and I am a second grade teacher here at Dickinson West. This is my 21st year of teaching, but this is my third year here at Dickinson West. I am married with 3 godchildren whom I adore, and I enjoy spending time with them. I am excited about our school year this year. I am excited to be teaching your second grade student. Our expectations for your second grade students this year will be to log in daily on time, to participate in time, to stay focused, to show respect at all times, and to complete all of their assignments in Seesaw. If you would need to reach me, you can reach me by leaving messages in Class Dojo, leaving messages in Seesaw, or emailing me at eseawood@hamtramckschools.org. I am available daily from 1:40 till 3 o'clock if you ever need to reach me. Have a great day.
Hi, Dickinson West students and families. It's Mrs. Gerstacker, one of your second grade teachers checking in. Most of you know me by Mrs. G. I am so excited to be back at DW teaching second grade again this year. I have been at DW since 2014 and started teaching sixth grade and then came down a few years later to second, which I absolutely love. And this will be my 14th year of teaching. I'm real excited to work with Mrs. Seawood, the other second grade teacher this year, and I have a wonderful student teacher joining me named Miss Glaskar, who is actually a former Hamtramck student and now attends the University of Michigan and will be spending the semester with us, getting to know our students and families and learning what it takes to be a teacher. Few things about me. I love spending time with my husband and my 4-year-old daughter, Emily. So if you're in my class, you will probably see her on camera a few times popping in. We love to read. We love to travel. We did a lot of swimming this summer and visiting different Great Lakes around Michigan, safely, of course. Other than that, we're homebodies and we love to hang out here. I love interacting with my students and visiting the city of Hamtramck, and I'm just so grateful to be a part of the Dickinson West family. Again, few things that my students and my parents need to know is that you need to be on your Chromebook every day. So Monday through Friday, we have a schedule, which is always posted on our Dojo class story. So if you are not on Class Dojo, which I actually believe every single parent in my class has access to at the moment, make sure you are checking that class story every single day. I post updates in the morning, the middle of the day, and of course in the evening for any news that might be coming up ahead. We always have live Zoom meetings that we do need you to be on time for, especially that 8 a.m. meeting where we kind of review the day and what your responsibilities are as a student. I am always available through Dojo Messenger, Hamtramck email, or always call the school and they can get a message that way. But Dojo Messenger is the fastest way to get in touch with me. In addition to Class Dojo and using Zoom, the second grade students are using Seesaw this year, which is where all of our assignments are housed. Seesaw is so cool, so excellent. I love it. I like to get to let you have a lot of choice when it comes to submitting your assignments. And I get to give feedback. I can do it very quickly by typing it, or I can even use a microphone to tell you how I feel about the assignment and what you did so well or what might need to be worked on. So parents, please make sure your child is logging into our Seesaw accounts through Clever, which all of the students have been able to access at this point, and they are completing their daily work so that they can continue getting points for the day. As the year goes on, we are going to be keeping track on Dojo, taking student points. We look at behavior, making sure the students are focused during those Zoom meetings. We want to make sure that students are on time. We can't let students in that come in after 10 minutes. It's just too much time has passed. And as teachers, when we're going back and forth between the screens, sometimes we won't see you sitting in that waiting room. So parents, please make sure your child is up and on time. Make sure they are dressed. Make sure breakfast is already taken care of, or maybe that's something you can do after our first meeting. And make sure they're sitting up somewhere. Just like in class, we want them alert and we want them focused, and we need them ready to participate for the day. Other than that, I think it is going to be a wonderful year. In addition to the different apps we're using, students are going to notice that our Bitmoji classroom is posted every day. That way, if they finish their Seesaw assignments and maybe they've already finished independent reading at home for the day, the Bitmoji classroom is going to have lots of cool, interactive, and educational links that they can check out for some additional practice. So that's something else that you want to make sure you are checking out with your second grade student. If there is anything you need, again, please feel free to send me a message on Dojo. Please make sure you're checking our schedules and our communication. And I look forward to a wonderful virtual year with you and your second grader. Have a great day.
Hi everyone, my name is Nosha Laskar. I'm a student teacher in Ms. Gerstacker's second grade classroom. A little about me, I grew up in Hamtramck and actually attended Dickinson East. I'm also a Bengali American, so both of my parents are from Bangladesh. So I hope to be of some help to my Bengali students and parents in Ms. G's classroom. I'm also a student at the University of Michigan Dearborn, so I hope to become a teacher myself in the future. Thanks for listening, and I hope you all stay safe.
Welcome to a new school year. Hello, my name is Cynthia Twyman, and I'm a third grade teacher here at Dickinson West. This is my 18th year teaching. I've been in Hamtramck my entire life. I grew up in the city, and I even went to Dickinson when I was a little girl. I am very invested in the education of my students and in the growth of our great city of Hamtramck. Well, when I'm not teaching, I like to spend some time with my husband, who is my childhood sweetheart. We have three amazing kids together. Our son, Jason, is in second grade. My daughter, Madison, is in fourth grade. And my oldest daughter, Kennedy, is now in the seventh grade. So we're pretty busy around here. When we're not spending time at home, I'm usually trying to get to a restaurant to eat because I love to eat and I love restaurants. And my old students from the past all know that Miss Twyman loves chocolate. That's my favorite snack. I'm eating it all the time, way more than I should be. but it's so delicious that I just cannot help it. So, couple things I want to talk to you guys about today. I know that my partner, Ms. Lewinsky, is going to tell you all about what we're going to learn in the third grade. But I wanted to talk to you about something that may kind of be a little boring, but it's important: the rules. Rules are very important to get to where you need to go for our learning experience. And at Dickinson West, we try to stay under three umbrellas. We always try to stay respectful, responsible, and scholarly. And our virtual third grade rules all fall under those umbrellas. Here's what we need you to do, third graders. Number one, we need you to find a very, very quiet place that you can focus on your learning. It's tough because you're at home and there's lots of distractions. So pick the place that you can learn the best. And when you find that place, make sure you're coming to class dressed appropriately. We want you ready to learn. And I know it's comfortable, but no PJs. And when you're dressed appropriately and you come to class, come on time. We need you there on time and do not leave early. If you don't know when that time is, check out our schedules on our Google Classroom pages. It's all there. When you get to class on time and you stay and you don't leave early, we also want to make sure that your camera stays on the entire time. We need to see your faces. We need to see your facial expressions. We need to know if you're getting it, if you're not getting it. And we don't know that if your camera's off. But we also need that microphone off because lots of background noise happens at home. So we need your mics on mute unless we tell you to unmute your mics. We also want you to stay respectful to all your teachers and to your classmates. And one of the ways to do that is to keep that chat box only for questions or school-related information. No silly business in the chat box. We also want to make sure that you are not eating in class. We try to give you enough time for a snack and eating in the morning and different things like that. So no big plates of food in front of us, distracting all of us from our learning. Again, I know rules can be boring, but we need them. And we need our rules. And if you follow the rules, I know that you're going to have a great school year. This is a different kind of school year. It's not like what we're used to. So it's very important that you are logged into our Google Classroom. All teachers have their own code. My code is right here. So if you're not logged in, please get in here as soon as you can. All of our information is there, our rules, our homework, our daily assignments, everything you need. So if you're not in this Google class, get there as soon as possible. This is something that we didn't expect, but I know that this year is going to be great. I can only speak for myself, but I also feel like I can speak for my colleagues too. We are going to give 100% in everything we do. And we're going to teach our students everything that we can. And just because we're in front of a computer and not in a classroom doesn't mean that real learning is not going to happen. Let's have a great year and go Bulldogs!
Good afternoon, Dickinson West families. My name is Teresa Tully, and I am the new third grade teacher at the elementary school. I previously taught at Dickinson East Elementary at a kindergarten level, and then made the decision to stay home with my family and raise my two daughters. One is a senior in high school now, and one is a junior in college. I am very excited to be returning to the community and the district, and I greatly look forward to working with all of you as we navigate our way through the 2021 school year.
Hi, my name is Elizabeth Slowinski, and I am one of the third grade teachers at Dickinson West. This is my 23rd year teaching at Dickinson West. I am a very proud Bulldog. I'm going to talk to you today about what you can expect to learn in third grade. As third graders, the most important thing is that we have a growth mindset. That means we don't give up even when it gets hard. We keep on trying. In math, we are going to become problem solvers. We are going to use a variety of strategies to help us multiply, divide, add, subtract. We'll be learning about fractions, we will be learning about shapes, and we will be seeing math all around us. In reading, we are going to use a wide variety of strategies to get all third graders reading. We will be building strong reading habits. We will be visualizing, and we will be learning skills to help us to comprehend. We have a large variety of books that we love reading to you that include fiction books, nonfiction books, and poetry. You are going to love reading this year. In writing, we are going to develop skills that will help us to be good writers. We are going to look at the mechanics of writing, like making sure we put periods at the end of sentences, but we're also going to be building our skills and writing personal narratives. We will be writing informational pieces, opinion pieces, and we will even be doing a little bit of research on a topic of your choice. In science, we are going to be using a program called Mystery Science. We'll be learning topics about weather, about animals, about forces, and about plants. In social studies, we are going to learn all about the state of Michigan. We'll be learning the symbols, the Great Lakes. We'll be learning about the Native Americans that lived here. And we will also be learning about current events that are important to Michigan and our neighboring states. Third grade is a lot of fun. I am confident that you are going to have a great time, and we look forward to building strong friendships and getting to know each other. Have a great day. Thanks.
Hello, Dickinson West Elementary. My name is Mrs. Segura Torres, and I'm a fourth grade teacher. I've been teaching fourth grade with Mrs. Stoddard and Mrs. Turzen the last 3 years. I've been at Dickinson West for about 6 years, but I've been teaching for about over 15 years. A little bit about myself. I am married and have 2 sons. Here's a picture of my family. I am Mexican American. This is a cultural artifact from Mexico, a sombrero. My family came from Mexico. In the fourth grade, we have Google Classroom, we have Class Dojo, we have our email, and we also meet on Google Meets and Zoom. We are teaching reading, writing, social studies, science. We're also teaching the whole child. And what I mean by the whole child is social support, or how to get along, emotional support, how they're feeling, and then, of course, obviously, academic support. I appreciate being on the Dickinson West staff. Everybody's so supportive and so helpful. And I appreciate our Dickinson West families, especially my fourth grade families. They're awesome. And my fourth graders are superstars. They've been working so hard. I've been working with you and for you. And I wish everyone a healthy school year. We eventually will be back in person. We just don't know when that'll be. And I know we're all making the best of this virtual start. So let's have a great school year, and Bulldogs, go Bulldogs, but specifically my fourth grade superstars rock. Take care and take care of your families, and we will talk and we will see you soon. Adios.
Hi, I'm Mrs. Stoddard. I teach fourth grade at Dickinson West. I've been an elementary teacher for 25 years. I have my bachelor's and master's degree in elementary education. And I also have some postgraduate work in math and English language learning. And I have an ESL endorsement. Well, other important things you need to know about me would be that I love teaching, and I've been teaching at Dickinson West for 21 years and teaching fourth grade for 18 years. I do have 2 sons. They are adults and don't live at home anymore, but it is me and Mr. Stoddard and our puppy dog, Nina, and it's the 3 of us here at home. Some of the things I really like to do are to read. The things I like to read are science fiction and mystery. That's the type of things I also like to watch on television. I'm an avid gardener. I love to go outside and get in the garden, get my hands dirty. This year was a good year. I was able to grow lots of tomatoes and zucchinis and cucumbers and lots of flowers, lots of sunflowers. I think I have 7 different types of vines, like morning glories. My neighbors think my yard is a giant garden full of flowers and bees, but I don't mind the bees. Some of the important things we'll be learning this year in fourth grade are English language arts, is narrative reading, informational text, and poetry. Those are the major things we'll be working on. In writing, we will also be writing poetry. We'll be writing our own personal narratives. We'll also be writing our own personal expertise stories, so informational text writing. In math, the big focus is on adding and subtracting, and that would be with triple digits, double digits, regrouping. Multiplication is a big thing. We'll be learning multiplication facts, but also how to multiply double digits, triple digits. And fractions is another important thing to learn in fourth grade. We will be adding and subtracting and creating fractions. In science, we have three major topic areas. We'll be learning about the senses and the brain. That's our life science. We'll be learning about energy and sound waves. That's our physical science. And we'll be learning about landforms and rocks. That's our earth science. In social studies, we'll be learning about the regions of the United States. So all 50 states. It's really interesting. We get to learn facts about each state, what regions they belong in, how they're connected to each other, and learn how to read the maps and geography that goes along with studying the regions of the United States. The other important information you need to know is that online learning is important. We're doing as much as we can, and we need a lot of independence. And I know we're transitioning from third grade to fourth grade. We're transitioning from lower elementary to upper elementary. So that can be a bit of a shock of how much work it is in fourth grade. But I know we can handle it. We are going to work together as a team, and we're going to do it together. So hopefully we will be able to get awesome grades and have excellent behavior here and when we eventually meet each other in person. Another important information you need to know is the Google code to get into Google Classroom. Our code is NOCEQUQ. But everybody is logged on currently, so that's great. Class Dojo, I have 100% participation already. That's awesome. So don't forget, look on the Google Classroom stream for any important information. Look on the class story in Class Dojo for important information, and look on the school story for Class Dojo for important information. I hope to meet all of you soon, and I really love fourth grade. I can't wait to have an excellent year with you. Thank you.
Hi, boys and girls and families. My name is Miss Turzin, and I am one of the fourth grade teachers at Dickinson West. This will be my 8th year teaching, but only my 3rd year in Hamtramck, and I'm so excited to be back. A couple things about myself is I am a plant lady, and I really like tacos. Welcome to my classroom. A little weird, but I've got my hand sanitizer ready. And I am excited to start this year. It will look very different, obviously, but some things that you will still be learning in 4th grade are informational writing, opinion writing, addition and subtraction with regrouping, fractions, regions, energy, waves of sound, and multiplication. Multiplication is one of the biggest things that we learn in 4th grade. So I'm super excited to teach you all those things and to teach you in a very different way. I still am doing Class Dojo, and I am going to give out incentives like free time or possibly a 4th grade movie where all of the 4th grade classrooms will come together. You can find all of this information on my Google Stream and my Google page. Of course, there is a way you can get in contact with me by emailing through Class Dojo or logging on to Google Classroom. So all 3 things you can do, and I hope to hear from you. And most boys and girls I've met in my classroom, so I'm really, really excited to get to know all you boys and girls. And I hope to see you soon, face to face. Bye.
Hey everybody, it's Mrs. Bradley, 5th grade at Dickinson West Elementary. It is my 24th year in Hamtramck Public Schools, which I'm very proud of. I love all of our families and our community here. I think we're very unique with all of our different cultures, and I really appreciate our families all working together to produce the best citizens we can. We love to go on trips together. As you can see, we have a big brown dog, Otis Brown. We love to eat and cook and play outside. We like to play on the lake and go hunting and fishing. We love to travel all around the world, but especially around Michigan, which is a lot of fun to do. I have a husband who's a lieutenant in the police force. My daughter is a sophomore at Central Michigan University. Fire up chips. And like I said, my dog Otis is about 2 and full of energy. I am in the 5th grade, like I said, and we work on lots of cool things. If you want to check out our Google Classroom for Mrs. Bradley's 5th grade, it's right here, 52A 3VA2. And you can check out our schedule, and all of our codes are all on Google Classroom at the top under material if you ever need help getting somewhere. We like to work on respect, responsibility, and safety. We're working on our norms and our routines, just like everybody else is in the school. Our motto is be kind to one another, and we are reading the book Wonder. If you have not read the book, you should. There's also a movie that goes with it. In the 5th grade for reading, we are working on our read alouds, like I just showed you. We're working on comprehension and responses online and verbally. We are going to work with all kinds of different literature, not just fiction, nonfiction. We work on a reading log every single day. It's very important that everyone's reading at home. And that is due every Friday. For writing, we're going to be working on personal narratives, informational text, and a lot more. For science, as a couple of other teachers have said, we're working on mystery science. And anybody can go check out those at mysteryscience.com. There's a lot of cool activities to do on there. We, in 5th grade, will be working on the Web of Life, Watery World, Chemical Magic, and Spaceship Earth. For social studies, we'll be doing a lot of history as well as mapping of early civilizations across the world and in the New World, which eventually became America. We work in our journals and do a lot of history reading and writing. And in math, we work on lots of 5th grade skills, especially place value, division, multiplication, fractions, measurement, all of the fun things that you guys love. But what's special in the Bradley class are those of you who had me, the Bradley Bucks. So that's a lot of fun. It gives the kids a chance to earn money for their work that they do, and they can spend it using their Bankaroo bank card, especially now that we're virtual. So everybody has a Bankaroo card, and we are earning dojo points, which add up to money. So it's been a lot of fun so far. I hope everybody has a great school year, and hopefully we'll all be back together soon. Take care. Bye.
Hi, I'm Miss Stano. I'm one of the 5th grade teachers here at Dickinson West Elementary. This is my 2nd year at Dickinson West, my 16th year in education. I am so excited to be working with your students this year virtually. I earned my master's degree from Eastern Michigan University last year in educational technology, so this is in my wheelhouse. I previously attended Oakland University for my undergrad, and I'm currently working on my EDS in educational leadership from Eastern Michigan. So I am definitely a lifelong learner. I am a theater person. I love being in the theater, whether it be directing, acting, or as a participant. I've directed and written a couple plays, so those are definitely part of my passion. I love to travel. One of my favorite places I've ever been was Ireland. I have family in Florida, and I frequently travel there when there's free time. So when the pandemic is over and life starts getting back to normal, I'm looking forward to getting back to some of those things. This year, students are going to learn to overcome challenges, to have a growth mindset above and beyond our normal curriculum. They're going to have to learn how to be virtual learners. And that is definitely a challenge that teachers and parents and students all face right now. And because it is so self-directed and self-motivated when it comes time for independent work, when you don't have your teacher in the room with you pushing you. So students are definitely going to have to learn about how to manage their time, how to manage it wisely, and how to be responsible for themselves, which are ordinary 5th grade skills as it is. We'll be covering reading and writing and math and science and social studies every day. The students have a schedule where they have some time with me where we learn a lesson. They do some independent work. They come back to me. So I do give them small breaks so that they can do some independent work in some small groups, things of that nature. I do use Flipgrid quite regularly in my classroom, as a way to create videos and have that two-way dialogue with students when they're talking about their work. My Google Classroom code is HXJ6, B like boy, D like dog, P like pizza. I'm thrilled we have 100% Class Dojo, so thank you to my parents all for signing up. We have 100%. Woo! And if you have any questions, I'm always available throughout the school day. I have office hours at the end of the day, and as well as some independent work time with students. So if you have any questions, please make sure you contact me, have your students contact me. I ask them throughout the day if they need some help to please come join me during one of my work sessions or to stay on with me on the video during independent work time so we can walk through it. We are in this together. This is challenging. None of us are prepared for this, but I'm going to do the best I can to make sure that your students are successful and they continue their passion for education and their excitement for 5th grade. Have a great day.
Hey, 6th grade Dickinson West families. It's Miss Bujek coming to you with some news and exciting things that are going to be happening in 6th grade. First, the coolest thing about me is I live in Hamtramck. And my oldest daughter is also a teacher in Hamtramck. She teaches at Hamtramck High School. So if you have an older brother or sister there, possibly they will know my daughter. She is also a teacher. I love to teach, I love to learn, and I'm excited about this school year. You'll probably see me around town because one of my favorite things to do is to walk. I love to walk around and explore Hamtramck and do my shopping and come to all the basketball and football and soccer games. So if you see me somewhere, please say hi. I'm always happy to see you. As you can see on my screen, I've posted my Google Classroom code. So those of you that don't have it down, make sure that you write it down somewhere because this is a way to get into all the wonderful learning that will happen this year. What other things I'd like to tell you are that we'll be learning all 5 subject areas. We'll be learning math and science and social studies and reading and writing. First in math, we're going to learn our connected math series. It's a little bit different than the everyday math, but not too much different. And we'll be using it online. We have an online textbook that students can click on and read, and it's all about fractions, and more fractions. We'll be adding them, subtracting them, multiplying, and dividing them. So please make sure that your student is working hard on their math. Also, they should be practicing their math multiplication facts. We've learned that in 6th grade, until you learn the math multiplication facts, it's a little bit harder for you. So as soon as you learn them, the better off you'll be in math. I also like to tell you a little bit about our reading. In reading, we are required to read 30 to 60 minutes per day. Yeah, that's a little bit more than what you might be used to, but remember, technically 6th grade is middle school, and we have to engage our brains in reading because next year they'll even be doing more. So make sure your student has a reader's notebook and is logging in their minutes and number of pages per day. We're also going to be doing some writing. Not too much different from last year, but a little bit more. Everything in 6th grade is a little bit more. So not only will we be writing a personal narrative, we'll also be writing an argument, and we will be writing some of the informational text as well that we might be researching. So we write to entertain, we write to inform, and we write to show our opinion. Next thing you might want to know is science. How are we going to do science labs in the 6th grade remotely? Well, we will do the best we can. We may be doing some on video, and you can watch what's happening on the video. We use the iQuest series in the 6th grade, and the iQuest series does have some things that we can show the students that are in video form. So be looking out for those lessons and try to engage your student as much as possible. The other thing I'd like to tell you is we learn social studies. Now remember, the United States of America is very interactive with all the other countries in the world. So we are going to learn how trade works between us and Canada or the US, and Mexico, our two closest neighbors. We're going to talk about factories that Americans own that are in Mexico and how that works between the trade back and forth between our two neighboring countries. We're also going to be learning about economics of the world. That's what trade is. It's economics. You'll learn how to budget. You'll learn economics, how to spend. You'll learn about all the ways that different countries interact with the United States, because remember, we're a global community. So that's just a little bit of what we're going to be learning about. But again, I'm Miss Bujek. I will see you remotely in Google Classroom. We're going to have a great year. So remember, tune in every day to your Google Classroom meetings, because that's the way we'll be learning. All right? Thank you and have a great school year. Bye-bye.
Hi, I am Mrs. Mitchell Capella, also known as Mrs. K, and I teach 6th grade. I was born and raised in Detroit, and I still live in Detroit now with my husband, my kids, and my many pets. I went to Wayne State University for my undergraduate and graduate degrees. Go Warriors! My son is in middle school, and my daughter is in 1st grade at DW. Go Bulldogs! 6th grade is your final year in elementary school and your opportunity to go out with a bang. Now is the time to work your hardest and do your best. As leaders of the school, 6th grade is when we are our kindest, our safest, our most scholarly, respectful, and responsible. We have more privileges like class pets and student council, but we also have more responsibilities. Though we are virtual, the younger grades still look up to us, and we rise to the occasion, showing up daily to class on time, turning in all of our assignments, thoughtfully discussing topics, and asking for help when we need it. Speaking of, I'm always available to you if you ever need help. You can contact me through our Class Dojo, our Google Classroom. You can email me at mmitchell@hamtramckschools.org, or you can call the school at 313-365-5861. I look forward to making this the best year of school yet for your students, and I look forward to connecting with you. Bye now.
Hello, Dickinson West family. I am Mr. Tolboy, and I teach 6th grade at Dickinson West Elementary School. West is the best. Go Bulldogs. When I'm not teaching, I enjoy spending time with family and friends. I like playing video games. I like watching anime, and of course, I enjoy reading. One of my favorite books is The Halloween Tree by Ray Bradbury. This is a great book. I highly recommend. 5 out of 5 stars. Now is the perfect time to be reading this book as well. I'm also taking a master's class at Grand Valley State University for reading specialist endorsement. So our classes meet daily at 8 a.m., Monday through Friday, except for Wednesday, we have late start. We use Google Classroom, we use Class Dojo, and you can always reach me at dtoboy@hamtramckschools.org. Our classroom code for our Google is right in the corner, right there. I will post weekly learning templates every week to help you with your learning. It'll have everything for your science, social studies, math, reading, and writing. I cannot wait to meet you in person, and hopefully it'll be later this year. Until then, I will see you virtually. Take care.
Hi, I'm Mrs. Steves. I'm the special education teacher at Dickinson West. I started teaching 20 years ago when I started in Hamtramck Public Schools at Kosciuszko Middle School. Then I stayed there for 10 years, and then I stayed home with my kids for a while, and now I'm back at Dickinson West, and this is my second year there. So I love teaching there. I love working with the younger kids now. It's been a great change. And this year, what I would like to work on with the kids is to try and help them become more independent online learners. I know this is new for everyone and it's tricky for some of our kids to know their schedules, know how to log in, and then know when to ask the right questions to their teachers. So just know that I'm here and I'm willing to help in any way that I can. Bye-bye.
Hi, I'm Mrs. Hamilton.
And I'm Mrs. Roble.
And we are the Title I reading teachers. And right now we will service students from last year. After iReady, that will change.
I am servicing this year grades 4, 5, and 6. And we will be using Google Classroom, and my Google Classroom code, is SSQQP4U. And I will be servicing 5th grade Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday from 12:45 to 1:15. Grade 6, I will service Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday from 1:20 to 1:50. And 4th grade, Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday from 1:55 to 2:25.
And after iReady, we'll start with 1st grade from 12:45 to 1:15. And right now is 2nd grade, 1:20 to 1:50, and I have a dojo for them. And 3rd grade will be 1:55 to 2:25, and I have a Google Classroom for them. The code is AY2KIGI. And 1st grade, I'll have a dojo for them as soon as we know who they are. So those are our hours and times this year, and keep reading.
Hey everyone, I'm Miss Baker. I'm the school librarian, and I just wanted to say hello and introduce myself.
No.
Well, now I'm off to return a book to one of my neighbors that lent it to me. So take care everyone, and happy reading.
Hi everyone, it's Mr. Jones, your gym teacher. I have been teaching in Hamtramck for 11 years, and when I'm not teaching, I love to be outside playing sports. I love basketball and football. I coach lacrosse and baseball. I also enjoy spending time with my family and my dog Delaney, who some of you have maybe even seen in a few of our meetings from time to time. When we have our gym class, we're going to be trying to get a little active, get up and get moving, and use some of that energy that's been building up all day. I am connected to all of your teachers' class dojos, so you can always reach me there, and on Seesaw for kindergarten, 1st, and 2nd grade. 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th, we have our own Google Classroom, so make sure if you haven't already, get connected to that so that you're able to get into our meetings and do all the assignments. I'm looking forward to doing the year with you guys, even though it's a little bit different and going to be a little challenging at times. I know we're going to do great. Have a great day, and I can't wait to see you soon.
Hello everyone, I'm Mr. Kupiak, the art teacher here at Dickinson West and Holbrook. I've been teaching for 16 years, 9 of those years here at Dickinson West. In my free time, I like to draw and paint a lot, and when I'm not doing that, I'm usually reading comic books or playing video games. This year in art, we're going to learn a lot of different techniques and how to integrate digital art with more traditional art styles. We're also going to talk a little bit about art history, famous artists, art movements, and styles. The most important thing to remember in art class is to try your best and be creative. I am connected to all the homeroom teachers' class dojos, so if you need to get a hold of me, that is the easiest way. I look forward to having a creative year with you and have a great school year.
Hey everybody, my name is Mr. Spade, and I teach music at Dickinson West. I also teach music at Holbrook. I've been teaching for 20 years, which means that I've been teaching since LeBron James was in high school. I also like the Spartans. You can see it over there, and I'm a Michigan State alumni. I like to grow food in my garden, and I like to cook, and I like to be out in the woods. This year during music class, you're going to learn to sing by yourself. You're going to learn to write your own songs, and you're going to analyze some songs that you might hear on the radio. In my classroom, the rules are essentially to be brave, take risks, have fun, and treat everybody else the way that you want to be treated. And if you want to know what my Google Classroom codes are or my Zoom codes, you can always go to bit.ly/Mr. Spade HPS. And I will put that somewhere here if I can. But you guys have a wonderful day. Welcome to welcome to Dickinson West. And enjoy the open house. See you later.
Hi everyone, I'm Mrs. Hussein, the ESL teacher at DW. I support students with language acquisition, and what that means is that they get help or support in learning how to read, write, speak, and understand English. I've been a teacher for about 8 years now. I've taught both Gen Ed and ESL classes. I have 4 children of my own, and they keep me pretty busy when I'm not at work. We love to travel as a family, and our favorite spot to go to is London. We've been there 8 times. When a student is identified as having no English or limited English, they start receiving services from me or the other ESL teachers for about 40 to 50 minutes a day, 5 times a week. A reader test is usually taken by the students once every year to help determine if they need continued support the next year. This year, my class will follow the same structure as in-person classes, where groups of students will have different assigned times to come work with me. We will meet on Google Meet and Google Classroom. Please come to Google Meet sessions on time, and my classroom code is EGAJ4U7. I can't wait to start to work with you all because I know we will have an awesome year.
Hello everyone, my name is Bilal Parker. I'm one of the ELL teachers, English Language Learner teachers at Dickinson West. This is my 8th year teaching English as a second language. I taught 6 years at a high school, and this is my 2nd year at DW. I have a bachelor's degree in Arabic from Wayne State, as well as a master's in teaching English to speakers of other languages from Eastern Michigan University, and a master's in teaching from the University of Michigan, Dearborn. I enjoy reading and watching sports and going to the park with my wife and 5 kids. This year, I'll be working with the 5th and 6th grade English learners. We'll be focusing on reading, writing, speaking and listening skills, as well as improving our grammar and vocabulary. I expect students to be on time and to try their best and to practice English as much as possible. We'll be meeting on our Google Classroom. My Google Classroom code is HWZZXVG. And I look forward to working with your students. Bye-bye.
Hello, Dickinson West families. My name is Mrs. Piroska, and I'm 1st and 2nd grade ESL teacher. I've been within the district for about 10 years, teaching 1st grade for a few years, and then ESL students this is going to be my 5th year. I graduated from Wayne State University with a master's degree in ESL, which means English as a Second Language. And that was actually the reason why I moved from first grade to ELD department. Here I attached something about myself, and as you can see on this pictures, here's my family, my husband and my daughter, and I also put something of my favorite things, like my favorite food, pizza. I know it's not healthy, but sometimes. Then my favorite things to do, reading always, and coffee, of course. My favorite animal, that's my dog, Sasha. And my favorite place, it's up north. That's where I always go and love that area. I would like also to talk about my expectations. On the next picture here, I attached Zoom etiquette, which means Zoom expectations and how students to behave during this time. I will be seeing my students, my groups in the afternoons when they're a little bit more relaxed, but still we have to keep going. We have to just keep learning, and I will need your help for this. That would be if you, since these kids are little ones, first and second grade, I would really like your help when it comes to showing on time. That means always be on time. Then to come prepared, to sit still in front of the computer in some quiet place where they're not going to be distracted by any kind of noise. To be respectful, and if they want to talk, because they will be usually muted, but if they want to talk and answer, they should raise their hand. And the last one, please, no eating. Please. This is a learning time, and eating could happen before or after. Since this is the beginning of the school year, what we mostly work is about these routines. I know it's been challenging for everyone, for us as teachers, you as parents, and for students. It's something new, something that nobody expected, but we still have to go on learning, accepting what that is, and help each other. On the bottom, I also attach my contact information. It's my email address that you can email me, ask questions, schedule Zoom meetings. I will inform you about my office hours so we can talk about issues that are important. And also, I am on Class Dojo and CISO, so also you can contact me there with any problems you have to help the students or with any questions or anything. So I would be always happy to help you. So this is for now. I'm so happy to work with your students this year and to see how they are progressive and how they're improving more and more. Thank you. Goodbye.